At every crossroad in my life, I had a choice to either give up or to keep going.
We are hardworking, determined.
It's not called man's intuition. It's women's intuition.
It's really important to support women in the workplace, not because women are better, but because we're different.
No one does anything by themselves. I didn't get here by myself. No one. We all need someone.
Walking onto a construction site as a woman is actually a very empowering experience. You hear everything you could possibly hear, but it is so rewarding to know that you own the company. A few experiences in particular led me to see how women and minorities were often treated in the workplace. Our number one goal in the company is to make sure that we're taking care of people. It's great to provide a place where people can live up to the potential they didn't even know they had.
I worked with someone who really kind of put down or tried to put a cap on the things that I think I'm really good at, that emotional intelligence, that strategy. During that period, another person who was leading the firm named those skills and said, I want you to do that and I want you to lean into that. And that was a really powerful moment.
Being born and raised in India, I was very open and comfortable speaking about my faith. Whereas when I moved to the US, it was very shocking because this was an American nation, which was a Christian nation, and I just assumed things and I thought it was okay to speak about my faith. We were having unconscious bias training, and a lot of the leaders, directors, and VPs and senior VPs were in this room, and we were asked, what is the one thing about yourself that you don't feel comfortable bringing to the workplace? I shared in that meeting that my faith, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. There was silence in the room. However, I started receiving chats from the side. They were like, thank you for doing that. I've never seen anyone speak openly about their faith at that level.
I would say about 95 to 98% of our employees at the Hispanic Center are Latinas. But coming into this role of the executive director, I want to make sure everybody was paid fairly. Most of our staff members could basically qualify for all of the programs that we were offering at the Hispanic Center for our community members. So we were able to, in the first year, make huge increases. These women are now more committed to the work because they're not worried about just focusing on their own needs.
It wasn't until I did a practicum where I worked under the Dean of Student Affairs, who was a Black woman, and just seeing her succeed and just using her voice without hesitation, I then became and grew into the leader that I wanted.
Women are often put in a position to minimize those things that make us special and those things that make us excel because the men around us don't understand it or are intimidated by it.
I think it's really important that we encourage everyone around us to be the best version of themselves so that they're comfortable, whether it's their flaws, their strengths, their opportunities to grow, whatever that might be. Don't undersell yourself at all.
Because I don't want other women to wait. I want them to be their true, authentic self, to own who they are, to own what they think, and to use their voice because it matters.
If we're not lifting each other up and pointing out the value in one another, then we'll stay exactly where we've been put because it's human nature.
Sometimes somebody needs to take the chance to challenge status quo.
And that looks like sharing my story with my students and encouraging them and letting them know that their lived experience is valuable.
There is still lots and lots of work to be done.
If we're not encouraging women to be themselves, we're missing out on 50% of the good ideas, the excitement, the passion.
You blow away the stereotypes when you're able to connect and convey that you bring real value here.